the relation between the light and the photosynthesis. Now we're discussing about the relation between the chlorophyll and the photosynthesis. Chlorophyll and the photosynthesis. Chlorophyll and photosynthesis. We know already. They need definitely the chlorophyll is one of the, it's a pigment material, which is the pigment material present in a green plants. Not all plants contain the chlorophyll. That's the reason not all plants can prepare their food. Only the which are the plants are green color, which have a chlorophyll, they only can prepare their food. Okay, so what is it is? We have to know something about that. Is it who explained about this chlorophyll and something that is present in the green plant, the pigment, the chlorophyll? Who said about this all? Okay, it is said by in the year of 1817. In the year of 1817, there are two scientists. Those are the Peltier and Caventou. The scientist name is called Peltier and Caventou. Peltier and Caventou, they said that one. So they are separated some type of the green juicy material from the plant leaves. Okay, in the year of 1817, after 2 decades of the discovery about light, nearly of some time in the year of 1817, the Peltier and Caventou, the two scientists are. They have studied about why some plants only can prepare their food, why some plants cannot prepare their food, as and doubt. So to confirm that, to clear that doubt, they have do some experiments. That means they separated some juicy material from the green plants. That juicy material they call as like a pigment. That juicy material they call as like a pigment. That pigment name is, they said, chlorophyll. That pigment they call chlorophyll. Because of the pigment of the chlorophyll only, plant can prepare their food. If the pigment is not there, plant cannot prepare their food. So that's the reason some plants only can prepare their food, some plants cannot prepare their food. Why? Because some plants can prepare their food because of reason they have chlorophyll pigment inside of the plant, inside of leaves also. And some of the plants cannot prepare their food because of reason they don't have chlorophyll. Okay, and this is a pigment I said. The chlorophyll pigment is not present a complete of the plant. It is arranged in some particular organelles. The chlorophyll pigment it will be arranged in some particular organelle. That organelle is said by the Julius von Sack in the year of 1883. In the 1883, Julius von Sack he said about that the pigment of the chlorophyll is not present in the complete of the plant. It will be present in some organelles. Present in some organelles. That organelle name he called as chloroplast. The organelle name is called chloroplast. Not all plants contain the chlorophyll. Some plants will contain the chlorophyll. And the chlorophyll is not spread throughout the plant. It will be arranged in some organelles. That organelle name is called chloroplast. Between the chloroplast contains of the pigment of the chlorophyll. Chloroplast is one organelle, like in one part. Chloroplast is one type of the organelle. Inside of that organelle, some type of the juicy pigment material that is called chlorophyll. It is said by the scientists Peltier and Cavendish, they have explained about the chlorophyll, and Julius Wong had given information about the chloroplast. Okay, it is about the given. Nearly the chloroplast on each one cell I am saying nearly 40 to 100 chloroplasts are presented in each cell. In each cell nearly 40 to 100 chloroplasts are presented. Okay, that chlorophyll, it contains one atom of magnesium. You know, formula, it's a name, Mg. The chlorophyll contains one atom of magnesium. Like equal to us, in our body also, one type of pigment. In our body, we have some blood. It is one of the transporter, transporting all the oxygen, carbon dioxide, some nutrients throughout the body. Okay, in our blood, our blood is red in color due to the reason of hemoglobin. It is the reason of hemoglobin. Our hemoglobin contains the pigment of heme. That is it's a heme. It's on because of heme, the blood is red in color. Okay, so our blood contains the iron. It means ferrous, ferrum. You know, it's a Latin name. Iron, Latin name ferrum. It contains iron. Like as well as one atom of magnesium contains the chlorophyll. These chlorophyll helping for the preparation of the food in a green plants. Okay, it's a information given by the Peltier and Cavendish and Julius von Sachs. Okay, it is about the regulation about the chlorophyll and photosynthesis. If there is no chlorophyll, the plant cannot prepare their food. Because of chlorophyll only, the plant can prepare their food. Okay, so it's a Julius von Sachs said that one chloroplast. Chloroplast is one type of the organelle which can contain the green pigment of the chlorophyll. Okay, let us discuss more information about the chloroplast. Okay, let us know about the more information about chloroplast. Chloroplast. Okay, we shall discuss the diagram of the chloroplast. It is a transverse section of chloroplast. Means TS. Okay, transverse section of the chloroplast we can discuss. That is, it contains it's a shape of the oval shape. Okay, chloroplast is shape of oval shape. Okay, that is, we have some type of the tubes or sacs are presented. It contains some sacs also presented. Okay, imagine this is okay, it's a chloroplast, the transverse section of the chloroplast. It has contained look at the some type of sacs are which are the fine tube-like structures are presented. These fine tube-like structures are okay arranged you can see in the chloroplast. Actually, the chloroplast made up of by three main layers. It made by three membranes. Chloroplast is made by three membranes, formed by three membranes. Okay, we know one inner layer and an outer layer we know already. And along that also, that is another third layer. It's present in like a sac structures are present. Okay, that sac structures are filled with some type of intermediate fluid. The sac structures are fluid can be prepared by some intermediary fluid. Okay, that is called stroma. The inside is called stroma. Okay, and we can find out some tubes are presented, some sac structures. Each one sac is called thylakoid. Each one is called thylakoid. Okay, we can look at here. Like some ladder shape. Ladder steps look like we can find out. If each one ladder step is called as like a thylakoid. This branch of thylakoids, the group of thylakoids, it form like one structure. It is a taut structure. It's called granum. It's called granum. Okay, so each one like a sac structure is called thylakoid, and that is it form like one branch of structure. It is called granum. It's a two type of structures. Okay, stroma and granum are present. Okay, if plant want to prepare their food, they should definitely need the chloroplast. Okay, so they should definitely need the chloroplast. If there is no chloroplast, the plant not contain the chlorophyll. If there is no chlorophyll, plants cannot prepare their food. Okay, so they have the chlorophyll inside. These chlorophyll is two types. One is chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A, and another one is chlorophyll B. Okay, chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Okay, here I said you some intermediate component present inside of the stroma that have contained some enzymatic reaction occurs inside. Okay, instead of that one, there's some type of the fluid that's enzymatic reaction. It helping for the making of the food to form a starch. Okay, there are intermediate components contained. It's helping for the enzymatic. Okay, so the chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B, the two types of chlorophylls are presented. Okay, so chlorophyll A is blue green. It's a color of the blue green. You can call that one blue green. Okay, and chlorophyll B is in a yellow green. Blue green and yellow green color. The two types of chloroplast I can say. One is chlorophyll A, blue green, and another chlorophyll B, it's in a yellow green. The two types are. Okay, blue green and yellow green. These are the two types of the chloroplasts are presented. Okay, these are which are most important for preparation of the food in a plant. Okay, we have discussed about the plants can prepare their food by in the presence of light. Actually, what steps are occurs there? The plants are taking the mainly four factors we discussed. What is that all? There are water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight, and chlorophyll. Water, carbon dioxide, sunlight, chlorophyll. These four are we discussed. These four are must need for preparation of the food in a plant. Yes, actually, by taking these the plants, the plants are taking carbon dioxide, the plants are taking water, and the presence of sunlight, also chlorophyll. They can prepare the food. Whenever they take the carbon dioxide, it converts like oxygen and coming outside. Plants are taking carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. It going inside to the plant, and after it converts like an oxygen coming outside. What is happening inside? So what steps are happening inside? Okay, there are mainly three steps are occurs. That is we discuss. How the plants are when the photosynthesis process occurs and what is the reactions is going on, or what reactions are occur in an inside of the plant. That we have to discuss. Understand? So that is what we discussed. Now, what are the three main steps are? We have, I hope you understand about the chloroplast. Once I repeat you, the chloroplast, it is shape of oval shape. It formed like three membranes, inner membrane, outer membrane, and the third another one membrane formed like a stroma. That means it contains some like a sac-like structures are presented. It contains inside of the sac-like structure there are some intermediary compound. That intermediary compound is enzymatic reaction. It happens for enzymatic reaction to form a starch. Okay, each one side structure is called thylakoid, and the bunch of thylakoids is called as granule. Okay, it is also, and the chlorophyll is two types. One is chlorophyll A, it's a blue green in color, and chlorophyll B, yellow green in color. Okay, and the chlorophyll contain the one atom of the magnesium. Contain one atom of magnesium. Okay. Okay, then now what is happening during the photosynthesis process? What events are held during the photosynthesis process? What reactions? What events are held in the inside? The mainly three are, which are I can say you. One is conversion of light energy to chemical energy. Conversion of light energy to chemical energy. Next, splitting of water molecules. Splitting of water molecules, and the other one, reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrate. These are the three main events of the photosynthesis. When the process occurs during time, what the three main agents are? Conversion of light energy to chemical energy, and splitting of water molecules, and reduction of CO2 to carbohydrates. These are three main events for the when the process occurs in a plant. The process of photosynthesis. What is the first one? Conversion of light energy to chemical energy. We have discussed in the previous class about that. The plants are taking the sunlight from the nature. You know, which part have to observe sunlight from the nature? The plants are taking sunlight from the nature. Which part has to for the observe sunlight? The plants we have discussed just now about the chlorophyll. Yes, just to discuss about the chlorophyll. The main work of the chlorophyll helping for capture sunlight, helping for capturing sunlight, observe sunlight from the nature. Okay, the main work of the chlorophyll is capture sunlight. So, conversion of light energy, which is the light energy taken from the sunlight, which is the light energy is taken from the atmosphere, that will be converted like a chemical energy. Chemical energy means, we discussed about it's like a glucose material. That's some one chemical form. It's called glucose. It forms glucose. And next one about the splitting of water molecules. Splitting of water molecules, separation from split. That means when the plants are taking the water from the soil through roots, the water can split for the process of photosynthesis for preparation of the food. And reduction of CO2 to carbohydrate. They can be reduced, the reduction of the carbon dioxide, and further to making the carbohydrate, they can be sent outside. These three events occurs in a plant where the plants are preparing their food. It mainly occurs by two steps. Okay, these three events are happens by the two reactions. The two reactions are light reaction and dark reaction. When plants have the sunlight at the time, they can prepare. They can be arrange the all elements whatever they need. Whenever the time they don't have light, that time they can prepare the food inside of the body. Understand what I'm saying? In the fraction of second, they can prepare the food. That means whenever the time sunlight is available, that time the plants are taking the light. They can arrange the all elements what they want to prepare. Okay? In the dark reaction, they can be make the food inside of the body. The two type of one is called light dependent reaction. Another one is light independent reaction. The two types are light dependent reaction. It's also called as photochemical phase. It's also called as photochemical phase. It's a light dependent reaction. That means it's also called as, we can say, light reaction, because whenever time of light is available, they can be dependent. It occurs the process. Light dependent reaction or photochemical phase or light reaction also we can say. And the second one is called light independent reaction. It's also called as light independent reaction. It's also called as biosynthetic phase. Okay, there's two steps of this. One is light dependent reaction, are also called photochemical phase. Which means it's also called as light reaction. For understand well, it's called light reaction. Whenever the light is available, that of the steps is occurs. It is light independent reaction. Second one, it means there is no need light. You don't need light. It is called dark reaction. It is dark reaction. Light reaction, dark reaction. Light independent reaction are also called photochemical phase, are also called light reaction. Light independent reaction is also called as biosynthetic phase, are also called dark reaction. Synthetic, synthesize, that means the preparation of their food. Preparation of their food, it's called synthetic phase. Okay, light dependent reaction are also photochemical phase. That means, you know, the meaning of the word photo is called light. The meaning of the word photo is called light. Okay, that's what it's called photochemical phase. So let us discuss about the first of all about the light dependent reaction. What happens? Okay, what happens? So let us discuss about photochemical phase. That means plants are observing sunlight. Which part helping for that from to capture sunlight? Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll helping for capture sunlight. So they can capture the sunlight. Understand? They can capture the sunlight further to do the work. That's a light reaction. So the sunlight is observed as like a photon. The sunlight is observed as like a photons. Means the photon means a smallest unit in the light. It's one of the smallest unit of the light is called photons. Okay, for smallest units of the light is called photon. Okay, they capture the sunlight as the form of the photons. This light energy is helping for convection. Like a chemical, like what's that material? It's called chemical energy. That means they can collect the photons. Okay, as sunlight is collected like a photon. This sunlight, okay, this sunlight is helping for, we know the plants are taking H2O. That means water. Okay, the plants are taking H2O. That means water. This water will be splitting. I told you, splitting of water molecules. The second step we discussed the previous. Okay, splitting of water molecules. That means H2O is split like an H plus OH minus. Hydrogen and hydroxyl ions separate like an hydrogen and hydroxyl ion. H2O is used to H plus and OH minus due to the sunlight helping for the splitting of the water molecules. The splitting of water molecules. Okay, it is. Okay, it is because of the light, the water will be separate like an H plus and OH minus ion. It is said by the Robert Hill. It's said by Robert Hill. Okay, because of light, water molecule can split like an H plus and OH minus. Okay, hydrogen and hydroxyl ions. So it is said by the Robert Hill. That's why this reaction is called as Hill reaction. That's what it's called as Hill reaction. Okay, it's a second step. And third step. Okay, and the third one is called, here is going on. So first of all, what happened? Water, sunlight is captured like a photons. And that time, these photons is helped to split the water molecules. And next of all, what's happening there is means the OH minus ion. Okay, the OH minus ion. Okay, that OH minus ion will be converted like an oxygen. It is outside. Okay, that OH minus ions will be converted like oxygen that is outside. We are taking that one only. And remaining of H plus ion presented. This H plus ion is contains in a plant as like in the form of NADP presented. Okay, the H plus is it is formed with an NADP to form any NADPH. The H plus is a combined with an NADP to form like an NADPH. It's called nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide hydrogen phosphate. It's called nicotinamide. Okay, nicotinamide adenosine dinucleotide hydrogen phosphate. It's formed like a nicotinamide. And then, so these two, and also along with its energy is formed like an ATP. The energy formed like an ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Okay, that energy stored as like an ATP, adenosine triphosphate. And also along we have already NADP, it forms with an H plus, it forms like NADPH, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide hydrogen phosphate, and that energy stored as like an ATP, adenosine triphosphate. These two will be formed in the ending of the process of photochemical phase, which are formed NADPH and ATP. The both are formed at the end of the photochemical phase. These two are called assimilatory powers. These two are called assimilatory powers. Okay, Bayes and Lisa. That means when we had discussed H2O, it's split like an H plus and OH minus. And the OH minus will be converted like oxygen that is released from the plants outside. And by the H plus ion, H plus, it's all how already plant an NADP. That NADP is mixed with an H plus. It's formed like an NADPH. Formed like an NADPH. and that energy is formed like an ATP. The energy is stored in the plant as like an ATP, adenosine triphosphate. That means 3 phosphate ions are presented in ATP. These two are called assimilatory powers. These two are called assimilatory powers. These two assimilatory powers are helping for next one. We will talk about the light independent reaction in the place of the dark reaction. Understand? In the place of photochemical phase completed now. In the complete of the photochemical phase, the main is two assimilatory powers are NADPH and ATP. They both are formed. Next about light independent reaction. It's also called as dark reaction. Light independent reaction is also called as dark reaction. Okay, we have already, that is, water molecules are splitting over, silent also working, completed, and also chlorophyll helping for capture sunlight. The 3 completed. Remaining one we have, what that is CO2. What is the work of the CO2? The 3 completed. Remaining CO2 left. What is the work of CO2? Okay, so now complete of the light reaction, the form of 2 assimilatory power, that is called NADPH and ATP. NADPH and ATP, 2 assimilatory powers is all. And in the phase of light independent reaction, in the dark reaction, at night time the plants prepare their food. Okay, daytime they arrange everything, and the synthesizing of the food material in the inside, they don't need to prepare, they don't need light. Understand? For preparation arrangements, they need some all ingredients. If you want to prepare any food item, if you want to prepare some curry, we can get some materials which are ingredients are we need from the grocery shop. You are taking all materials from the grocery shop. Same as well as whenever the time light is available, they can arrange all ingredients to prepare the food. After arranging all are, when the dark night also they can prepare the food. They can synthesize the food, not prepare. They can synthesize the food inside by using this NADPH and ATP. Okay, in the dark reaction, they can be prepared. Okay, NADP and in the coordination between CO2, carbon dioxide and NADPH, they can prepare a glucose material. They can prepare a glucose material. End of the stage, the form. End of the stage, light reaction, they form NADPH and ATP. Okay, these NADP coordination with NADPH and CO2, it formed the glucose. It synthesizes the glucose. That is the glucose material stored in the plant. That is when the process goes, the total glucose is formed as like an ATP. In the form of ATP is stored inside. Whenever the time they need energy, they can be ATP. Adenosine triphosphate can be make break the chain and everything, and they can use this for energy. Okay, when formation of when the CO2 is going to communicate with an ADP, they form a glucose. At the time, one type of the intermediary compound, which is some another compound of series, that is called 1,5 bisphosphate. It's called 1,5 bisphosphate. Okay, that means 1,5 bisphosphate. It's all called we can call like an example. Sorry, it is a REBP. Sorry, it's a REBP. The form of REBP. Ribulose ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. Okay, it's one type of the intermediary compound RUBP. When plant prepare the food, when the formation of glucose, one intermediary compound is released in the synthetic phase. That's why it's a biosynthetic phase. Why you are calling? They prepare the completion of the food prepared here only. In the first step, they arrange every ingredients are what they need. In the dark reaction, biosynthetic phase is called. Why? Because here they can prepare the biotic material which is helpful for complete the life. Okay, that is the glucose. The coordination of CO2 and the NADPH, the formation of glucose. At that time, one intermediary compound formed that is called RUBP, ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. Okay, by this process, the plants or the energy can be stored as like an ATP. I told you, adenosine triphosphate. By the phosphate bodies, it completely stored in the plant. Okay, so this is the process occurs in autotrophs. So started finally that autotrophs. Autotrophs, that means which are the living organs can prepare their food. Those are called autotrophs. Finally, we can say plants also autotrophs, as we can call algae and oxygen sensitive bacteria. Oxygen sensitive bacteria and the plant and algae, they also can prepare the food. Okay, so these are called autotrophs. So autotrophs, by this occurs like dependent reaction, also photochemical phase or light reaction. By this phase they can prepare the food, and at that time by the light independent reaction and biogenic phase and organ, in this time they can form the glucose. The two steps are necessary. So because of these two steps are occurs, the plant can prepare the completion of the food in the body. If there is no this process occurs, the plant cannot prepare. For do this experiment, for do this complete our process, they definitely need a sunlight. So which are the plant have a chlorophyll, they only can capture the sunlight. So that's the reason which are the plants have contain the chlorophyll, they can capture sunlight, they can use for the continuous of the process and they can prepare the glucose. Those type of called autotrophs, which are they don't have chlorophyll, they cannot capture sunlight, they cannot prepare their food. Those are called heterotrophs. Okay, in the coming class, we discuss about what is heterotrophs and how heterotrophs can get the food. Okay, thank you.